Let's make a Periwinkle cosplay. This is Tinkerbell's sister and she is a frost fairy. So we're starting off with a used Elsa dress here. This is an old dress that I bought secondhand from someone that doesn't fit me. It's too small. There's a lot of pieces on it that are broken. So this is a bit of an upcycling project. The first thing we're going to need to do is change this back to laces so that it is big enough for me. And we're going to need to remove those sleeves since Periwinkle doesn't have sleeves and she also has a short skirt. This is how I'm converting the back to laces. I just used a whole bunch of ribbon. I tried to use things that I already had lying around. And now we have an adjustable back as well as a modesty panel, which I made out of that extra bit of skirt that we just cut off. I also adjusted the lacing so it's easier to do by myself. Since I also removed the boning from this dress, I needed to add straps which would hold it up. And I also cut the skirt into that kind of leafy shape that Peri has. Then I had to go in and finish all the seams. So this is just an idea of what that looked like with the pins. I folded the lining inside and then I folded the outer layer in the other way as well so that there were no frayed edges on the finished product. And here's what that finished seam looks like. I did sew it by hand so that I can make the stitches go the direction I wanted. I tried to make it look leaf-like and line the stitches up with the pattern of the fabric with the tinsel in there so that it was less noticeable. And this is what the underside looked like as well. Continuing on with the other layers of the skirt, I repurposed the cape that came with this Elsa dress and cut that short so that I would have a framework to put the feathers on that go underneath the skirt. I also finished this seam off by hand so that it wouldn't fray. Then it's time to attach the feathers. This was a little bit tricky since I was sewing them and I wanted to go in between the individual fibers on the feather so that it was securely attached and it wouldn't come loose. So this took quite a bit of time to do. Now that it's layered correctly, it's starting to look a little bit like Periwinkle. Make sure to like and comment so that the algorithm brings you back for part 2.